Welcome back to Learn Maths with Fortune. So I'm going to be solving an example of an Olympiad question on indices. If you're new to my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's see how we do this question. Now, we have 9 raised to the power x plus 2 into 3 raised to the power x minus 3 is equal to 0. First thing to do in this question is, let me assume, as I've written here, that 3 raised to the power x is equal to y. You'll see where I'm going with this in a second. Now, simplifying 9 is equal to 3 squared, okay? So we can just have here 3 squared times raised to the power x, okay, plus 2 times 3 raised to the power x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now I want you guys to remember something. From our product law indices, we said when a raised to the power m or raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m times n. Invariably, we can write this thing to be equal to a raised to the power n or raised to the power m. So we're basically saying that this is equal to this. With this assumption, we can now rewrite this as 3 raised to the power x or raised to the power 2. Alright? Plus 2 into 3 raised to the power x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now, reaching these points, you can now bring back our assumption here. We said let 3 raised to the power x be equal to y. So let's replace 3 raised to the power x with y here. So we're simply going to have y squared plus 2y minus 3 is equal to 0. You simply have a quadratic equation to solve right now. So let's do this by factorization method. Now, this times this is negative 3y squared, and what are the factors that we'll add to get middle term or multiply to get negative 3y squared? And the answer to that is plus 3 and negative 1. Okay? Now, finishing this off, we have, let me do it here, we have that y now becomes equal to negative 3 or plus 1. Okay, from here and here. Now, this following, it simply means that from our assumption, now let's remember this assumption here. So we said let 3 raised to the power x be equal to y, right? Now let me do this with my blue marker. It means that when y is equal to negative 3, we have that 3 raised to the power x is equal to negative 3. Alright? If you simplify this further, we can use the logarithm method, but since it's already negative, it's probably not going in the right direction. So let's try this one out. We have that when y is equal to plus 1, we have that 3 raised to the power x is equal to plus 1, which is invariably 1. Alright? Now, 3 raised to the power x is equal to 1. 1 now can be rewritten as 3 raised to the power x to be equal to 3 raised to the power 0, because any number raised to the power 0 is 1. This simply means that since the bases are the same, we can equate the powers, so we have that x is equal to 0. Alright? So, invariably, these are the two answers to this question.